Pre-intro. Before we dive in, imagine this. What if you could face any situation, chaos, setbacks, criticism, or unexpected change without losing your mind? What if you had the ability to remain calm, clear-headed, and laser-focused no matter what life throws at you? This isn't a fantasy. It's a mindset you can develop, a blend of ancient Stoic philosophy and the strategic brilliance of Machiavelli. If you want to master the art of detaching yourself from everything you can't control and gain the mental freedom and power that comes with it, then stay with me. We're about to explore a journey that will change how you lead your life forever. Intro. Welcome to my channel, where we dive into timeless wisdom, psychology, and strategy to help you grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Today's video is all about detachment. Not emotional coldness, but strategic detachment from everything beyond your control. We'll explore how Stoic philosophy teaches acceptance and inner peace, and how Machiavelli's teachings on power and control can sharpen your ability to focus and influence. This is a skill every leader, entrepreneur, and ambitious person needs. It will free you from unnecessary stress, toxic relationships, and mental chaos. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step mindset and practical tools to master this art. Ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The core concept: what can you really control? Let's start by clarifying, what are the things you truly control in life? Stoics like Epictetus draw a sharp line between what's within our power and what is. Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. This simple truth is the foundation of detachment. You control your actions, judgments, and reactions. You do not control other people's opinions, the past, the future, or external events. Story. Epictetus himself was born a slave and suffered immense hardships. Yet he found freedom by focusing solely on his own mind and will. When a cruel master insulted or beat him, Epictetus chose how to respond. He did not let the master's actions control his peace. Machiavelli's perspective. Niccolo Machiavelli in The Prince teaches us about control through power and influence. But he also warns against trying to control everything, which breeds chaos and weakness. He said that a wise ruler knows what to focus on and what to let go. This balance between control and detachment is a mark of strong leadership. Motivation. Your first step in detachment is this: ruthlessly identify what is within your control. Your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, everything else. Let it go, because holding on to it only wastes your power. Chapter 2. The dangers of trying to control the uncontrollable. When we try to control the uncontrollable, we invite frustration, anxiety, and burnout. Think of the modern workplace or social media. How many people obsess over approval, trends, or uncontrollable outcomes? This causes endless stress and distraction. Story. Consider the story of King Lear from Shakespeare's tragedy. His desperate attempts to control his daughters and secure his legacy spiraled into madness and ruin. In real life, many leaders who micromanage or obsess over outcomes fail to inspire loyalty. They alienate their teams and burn out themselves. Stoic quote. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Machiavelli's insight. Machiavelli recognized the limits of power. Even the greatest princes cannot control every factor. He advocated for strategic acceptance of what cannot be changed, while focusing efforts on areas where influence is possible. Motivation. Trying to control the uncontrollable is like fighting the tide. You exhaust yourself for no gain. The smarter path is strategic detachment, conserving your energy for battles you can win. Chapter 3. Detachment is not indifference. A common misunderstanding is that detachment means being cold, indifferent, or uncaring. Stoicism teaches detachment as freedom from destructive emotions, not emotional numbness. You care, but you don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Story: Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, deeply cared for his people and responsibilities, yet he remained calm and composed in crises. Machiavelli's angle: Machiavelli was pragmatic. He understood the need for passion and strategy. He believed a leader must balance emotion with cold calculation. Motivational quote: "The wise man is indifferent to what he cannot control, but passionately committed to what he can." Adapted Stoic wisdom. Practical advice: you can feel deeply about your goals and values, yet choose not to be overwhelmed by fear, anger, or anxiety about outcomes beyond your control. Chapter 4: The Mental Exercises of Stoic Detachment. Stoics used practical mental exercises to train detachment. Here are some powerful ones. Premeditatio malorum: anticipating possible misfortunes to prepare your mind and reduce shock. The dichotomy of control: continuously reminding yourself what is up to you and what is not. Negative visualization: imagining losing what you have to appreciate and accept it without fear. Story: Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, regularly reflected on the impermanence of life and the inevitability of change. How to practice: spend 5 minutes daily imagining what could go wrong and how you would handle it calmly. This mental rehearsal builds emotional resilience. Chapter 5: Machiavelli's Strategy for Focused Control. While Stoics teach acceptance, Machiavelli teaches strategic control, focusing your energy where it matters most. He advised rulers to identify critical points of power, build alliances where necessary, accept losses that are unavoidable, act decisively when opportunity strikes. Story: Machiavelli's advice helped Medici rulers maintain power through turbulent politics by focusing on controllable forces like alliances and military strength, rather than futile attempts to control every noble family. Motivation: detach from what you cannot influence. Instead, sharpen your focus on high-impact areas. This maximizes your effectiveness and conserves energy. Chapter 6: Emotional Mastery: How to Respond Instead of React. Detachment is closely tied to emotional mastery. You don't control everything, but you do control your response. Story: Epictetus's story again. When a slave was insulted, he chose calm, reasoned response instead of rage. Machiavelli's insight: power comes from self-control. A leader who flies into rage loses influence. Calm, deliberate action commands respect. Practical technique: before reacting, pause, take a deep breath, and assess the situation. Ask yourself, is this within my control? How should I best respond? Chapter 7: Building Resilience Through Detachment. Detachment builds resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Story: Nelson Mandela spent decades imprisoned, yet emerged with unmatched resilience because he detached himself from bitterness and revenge. Stoic wisdom: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Practical tip: when setbacks happen, remind yourself, this is outside your control, but how you respond is yours. Chapter 8: Letting Go of Toxic People and Situations. Part of detachment is knowing when to walk away. Story: Julius Caesar knew when to let go of alliances that no longer served him. This strategic detachment was vital to his success. Machiavelli's insight: holding on to toxic relationships out of fear or pride weakens your position. Advice: practice detachment by setting boundaries and focusing your energy on supportive, constructive relationships. Chapter 9: The Role of Acceptance in Detachment. Acceptance isn't surrender, it's acknowledging reality as it is. Story: When Marcus Aurelius faced personal loss and political turmoil, he accepted his circumstances without despair. Stoic quote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Marcus Aurelius. Practical mindset. When you accept things outside your control, you free your mind for clear decision-making. Chapter 10. Using detachment to enhance leadership. Great leaders use detachment to stay strategic, calm, and focused. Story. Winston Churchill's detachment during WWII allowed him to make tough decisions without emotional overwhelm. Machiavelli's advice. Control your emotions to maintain power and influence. Motivation. Detachment makes you a lighthouse in a storm, steady, reliable, inspiring confidence. Chapter 11. Daily habits to cultivate detachment. Morning reflection on control. Journaling to track reactions and growth. Mindfulness and meditation to build awareness. Strategic planning to focus efforts. Chapter 12. Pitfalls and misunderstandings. Detachment not equal to apathy. Avoid overdetachment that leads to isolation. Balance emotion and logic. Chapter 13. Real-world applications. Business leadership. Personal relationships. Handling criticism and failure. Managing uncertainty in life. Pre-outro. Mastering detachment is a lifelong journey. It requires practice, patience, and self-awareness. But the payoff is immense: peace of mind, focused power, and resilient leadership. Outro summary. Today, we explored how to detach yourself from everything you can't control, blending Stoic wisdom and Machiavellian strategy. Remember, know what you control. Don't fight the uncontrollable. Detach without becoming indifferent. Use mental exercises daily. Focus your energy strategically. Master your emotions. Build resilience through acceptance. Let go of toxicity. Lead with calm and clarity. Apply these lessons, and you'll transform your leadership and life. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with others on their journey. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay strategic, and keep growing.